What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another Evans Collection video. Today we're taking a look at McFarlane Toys Page Punchers, Damage, and Superman here. Picked these guys up at Target. I believe it was last week. Yep, picked them up last week. Was super surprised to get both of these guys. I didn't think I'd ever run across these guys, but lo and behold, ran across them last week. Damage really was not on my radar. Really didn't think I'd ever get that figure, but you know, here he is. So wish I could have found the Supergirl that came with this wave, but I did not find her, and that's very disappointing. I was disappointed on that, not finding that Supergirl, because I really want that Supergirl. You know, McFarlane really hasn't gave us a good Supergirl until now, and of course she's, you know, the hardest one to find, right? So that's just typical McFarlane in my opinion. But so let's take a look at Superman first. I'm gonna move Damage over here out of the frame here, and I think Superman looks fantastic. I love this look, like the S. I like the suit period. I like these colors. Got a cloth goods wire cape. That's awesome. I'm glad to see that. I like the little details. He's got, you know, he's got like little wrinkles in his suit and everything. I think that's awesome. Like I said, I think this is a damn good looking Superman. And I think, in my opinion, I think this is one of the best Supermans that McFarlane's put out so far, and that's just my opinion. So let's take a look at his head sculpt. His head sculpt looks really good. I love that head sculpt. You know, this is kind of like an older take on Superman, but man, that head sculpt is freaking awesome. So the S looks really good. Don't really see any kind of like blemishes or nothing. I think the paint apps look really good on this guy. Like I said, he's got that cloth goods cape there, which is got that nicer material, I think. But overall, I think this is just an awesome looking Superman, and I highly recommend, guys, if you see this Superman out in the wild, you know, I highly recommend picking this guy up. I think he's freaking awesome. So let's take a look at his box real quick. So you're gonna get a couple of extra hands in there from Flight Hands. You're going to get the trading card there. Also going to get a freaking flight stand. That's freaking awesome. Glad McFarlane actually put a flight stand with a Superman. So, and then here is the back, and here is the comic book in the back there as well. So got a nice little look there for Superman. And yeah, so like I said, guys, if you see this guy in the wild, I highly recommend picking him up, because I think he's going to be a pretty hot Superman later on. So I highly recommend picking this guy up if you guys see him. So let's take a look at Damage now. We'll move Superman over here out of frame. And here is Damage. Like I said, Damage, I don't really know a lot about this character, I'll be honest. And like I said, he really wasn't on my radar, and I really didn't think I'd ever run across him. But I love the paint apps. This is definitely like, I think it's that John Stewart Build-A-Figure wave with Plastic Man body, and I think it's mixed. It might be a little bit of Sinestro in there as well, from that collector's edition. I think it works. I think it looks fine. I think the arms are somewhat new, I think it looks like. But overall, I do like this figure. I think it's cool. I think it's unique. And like I said, I like the suit, and I like these paint apps. I love these, you know, this blue and yellow and whatnot. So let's take a look at Damage's head sculpt. And Damage just basically has a mask on here. It's just a pretty simple head sculpt, I think. But I think it does look good, though. So the paint apps look really good, too. I don't really see anything much like Superman. I don't really see nothing out of the ordinary. I don't see nothing bad on this guy. Like I said, I do like that blue and yellow combo. I think that looks awesome. But yeah, so like I said, Damage is really somebody I didn't think I'd ever have in my collection, but it's nice to have him with my, you know, Justice Society and, you know, all that good stuff. So Damage, you don't get much with Damage. You get your base, DC Multiverse base. You get your trading card, and you get the comic book as well. It's the same comic book that comes with Superman. And this is the red platinum sticker right there. So let's bring in these guys for some final thoughts. I'm also going to bring in Kingdom Come Batman because I believe this is basically Kingdom Come Superman. So here is Kingdom Come Batman with Superman. I'll move Damage out of the frame here just so you guys can get a comparison with these two guys. I think these guys look pretty damn good together. That Batman is awesome. He's very back heavy, like most of McFarlane's Batmans are that don't have a cloth goods wire cape. But overall, I think that these two look good, and I love this Batman. I think it looks freaking awesome. But anyway, let's bring these guys in for some final thoughts, and let me know what you guys think. Is this a pickup or a pass? I don't think. I mean, Damage is good to have for your Justice Society. And actually, I have both of these guys on my Justice Society shelf, so I think these guys are awesome. If you guys see them in the wild, I think they're worth a pickup, in my opinion. That's if you guys see them, though. You know what I mean? Of course, you're not going to be able to order Damage. He's a red platinum, so you're going to have to go out in the wild and find that guy. But Superman, not sure if you can get him online still. You probably could. But this was, like I said, it's been hard to find stuff with McFarlane lately for some reason. Don't know why. Just like I mentioned about the Ben Affleck Batman in the armored suit, my Walmart just got those guys, which I've seen a lot of guys finding those at Walmarts now, which is pretty wild to me, and because those figures have been out for 6 months, if not longer than that. So like I said, good luck guys with the hunt, as far as trying to track these two down, and if you guys really want this Superman in Damage, that is. So anyway, like and subscribe, guys. Check me out on Instagram at JE Action Figures. I did get the Fantastic Four First Steps wave in. I did not get Silver Surfer. I'm kind of debating on whether I'm going to get her or not, but I did get the four. So those will be coming up next. And I think that's it for right now. I'm still waiting on my Funko Pop Power Rangers. Still waiting on those. So as soon as I get those, we'll do a review on them as well. So, but anyway, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.